Eita. Será que foi? Meu Deus. Status no ar. Status no ar da rede bits. Ok, FPS ok, né? Claro. Watts perdidos 0,1%. Acho que tá estável. Mas por que não aparece nada aqui? No ar onde, meu filho? Ah, aqui é ao vivo. Eu não consigo. Tá, tô com uma conexão excelente. O negócio não tá aparecendo aqui. Mas tudo bem. Aqui tá dizendo que eu tô mandando. Vamos conferir isso através aqui do meu. Ok, o teste da música no fundo tá feito. Agora aqui a imagem tá atualizando também certinho, qualidade bem legal. Vamos ver aqui então o som do jogo. Delay da live. Tá aparentemente meio grande. Mas tá funcionando. Então, vamos seguir assim. Deixa eu ver aqui. Vídeo. Lembrar como sempre os controles. Show de bola. Talvez eu pudesse deixar a música tocando mesmo, sem problemas. Vou fazer isso rapidinho. Assim eu acho que vai não atrapalhar em nada. Concha, quero saber. Graveto curto. Erva. Uma erva. Dose de cores. Usar.
I thought the order would get rid of any trace of the old Source King.
Pelo jeito, nem tanto. A princípio não tô tendo nenhum travamento pro jogo. Botei tudo no médio pra garantir, né?
The child has a small mirror in his hands. He holds it up at angles, inspecting his eyes, his chin, the crown of his head. He spots you and his arms snap to his sides.
Isso, tem um símbolo da Garena atrás de mim. Que olho vermelho é esse?
I'm not supposed to talk to strangers.
Então por que tá falando isso? Pra ficar na área dele, porra. Por que tá falando isso?
Why?
Ainda bem que eu sou humano.
I guess.
Não sei bem.
The
Class.
people who put me here are human, and the people who took my parents away are human too. Or do you mean because I'm a... Are you a sorcerer?
Ah, tá.
One of those guys that brings the bad void things here?
É assim.
The child looks at you straight on, unafraid, searching your face. He lifts his mirror to his nose, closes one eye, and looks at himself again.
Sabe que tu pode tirar esse negócio na tua cabeça. Tua cabeça é muito menor do que esse negócio. Tá no teu pescoço.
I don't see any source on you or me. I guess they're wrong or crazy.
É.
Maybe you're right. At least they don't mind where anyone goes. They know we can't leave the island, and it's a lot nicer out here than inside.
É, a gente consegue sair daqui sim. Tan é o nome dele.
But you didn't die.
É porque eu sou foda, né, meu filho?
I guess I am, but it's just normal to be scared. No, there isn't anywhere safer.
É, não tem
You'll
nenhum lugar
see.
seguro. Realmente. Se você está certo. Aqui não dá pra ir lugar nenhum. Deixa eu tirar isso aqui. Não está agregando em nada. Isso aqui que eu me refiro é o fonezinho de ouvido que eu tava usando pra ouvir a live. Não tô mais, não preciso mais. Então começando a me incomodar. Tá, então aqui só pra garantir, não posso ir nada. Porque tá quebrado, exatamente. Aqui, suponho que não dê pra ir, inalcançável. Tudo pra cá, basicamente. Inútil ou inalcançável, ou os dois. Barril. Não vai ter nada. Oh, Tircendelius. Consumir. Beleza. O que aconteceu? Eita. Tô no ar aqui. O jogo não gostou muito. Então não quis, porque tinha 4 OBS aberto. 4 não, né? Mas 4 ícones. Enfim. Por que o jogo fechou? Não vamos descobrir tão facilmente. Ah, ele trocou? Ah, ele trocou. Tá. Ainda bem que eu vi isso. Você vê que não era pra ele ter trocado. Enfim. Já arrumei isso. Tá. Agora já vai estar com a imagem em fundo certo. Se crashar o jogo. Ô, desgrama de jogo. Ó, agora só tá aparecendo a imagem certa. Agora reclamei do jogo, mas o erro foi meu. Porque eu não estava com o jogo aberto. Tem que apertar aqui com o controle. Opa. Agora vai. Não perder meu progresso. Que eu falei com o Muri. Porra, jogo, é sério que tu crashou quando eu comi a coisinha, mano? A frutinha? A erva? Porra. Não fiz nada. Aí é foda. Mas tomara que os níveis de áudio estejam legais pra cada coisa, pro jogo, pra música, pra voz. Porque eu gostei desse formato. Vamos usar aqui o cursor. Vou falar com o Guri.
The child has a small mirror in his hands. He holds it up at angles, inspecting his eyes, his chin, the crown of his...
I'm not supposed to talk. Why? I guess. Are you a sorcerer? One of those guys that brings the
The child...
I don't see any sauce on. They're gone now. Their Majesty. But you didn't die. There isn't anyone. You'll see. Guess I am.
Tá bom.
I thought the Order would get rid of any trace of the old Source King.
Vale de alguma coisa? Não. Qual é a descrição aqui do vaso de flores? Por que deixar flores para embelezar o ambiente? Você pode inventar o interior da sua mochila com elas. 0 de valor. Aqui não dá nada. E agora sim, sendo bem cuidadoso, vou gravar o jogo. Vamos ver, graveto curto, nada. E isso aqui, consumir. Olha como é bom não crashar o jogo. Armadura mágica, já são 2 turnos, que bosta. Já apareceu no mapa ali, ó. Eu estou absolutamente sozinho. Abre. Nada. Gravito curto, cadê mesmo? Ah, nada. Acho que era restos de couro. Ah, até tem a opção de passar na surdina. Ah, não vamos pegar XPzinha. Falta o quê? 300 XP. Próximo nível. E esses bichos aqui. Examinar. 36. 36. Eu tenho 32. Gastar recursos, né? Pra me dar bem contra esses grandes. Essas grandes bestas. Vazio. Não. Acho que dá até autosave aqui. Ah, tem mestre. Eu não quero deixar pra trás disso.
Voidwoken. Those are the same beasts that sank our ship. Damn. They made it to shore.
Merchar. Tá, esse aqui eu acredito que seja material, então, de coisa. Tá, o que eu vou fazer? Eu vou examinar, pá, neutralidade, atitude. Atitude é uma bosta de atitude. Aqui já tá o carinha da DLC. Deixa eu testar uma coisinha. O que ele faz? Tá, é que eu fiz um carregamento.
Voidwoken. Those are the same beasts that sank our ship. Damn. They made it to shore.
Eu estou com um pouco de medo. Enfrentar dois bichos de 36 de vida. Tá, não. Matar muita vida nessa bosta. É, não. 72 de vida sozinho não vai dar, não. Ferrado. Isso aqui gasta 6 a 7. Não dá. Só vaza. Depois eu volto. Em 2 vai. Em 1 não vai. Baixo. Tem um botão B bem grande na tela assim, certo? Não motivo. Concha não. 5% de resistência à água. Ah, foda-se então.
Look here, Quercus. Another giant. My word, this blasted isle is teeming with them. Was that? Yes, I did see how it managed to survive an attack by the great Acorn's servants. Impressive, just as you say. But that is no reason to trust it. Giants like that destroyed our forests. They are the very reason the great Acorn is returning in all its wrath.
Vazio ou grande bolota? Entendi.
What? Dear me, have you taken leave of all 6 of your senses? You would have me use this... Oh, but I see. You are a cunning devil. We need only follow in its big, wide shadow and be safe. Egad! It speaks our... What do you mean a good time for introductions? You know full... Oh, introduce myself to the giant. No, we will have the giant march. Now, onwards! Shield! Venture...
Tá bom então, cortou a conversa, só foi. Concha. Vou juntar as conchas aqui. São diferentes tipos de conchas. Meu Deus, que inventário estranho com uma pessoa só. Que isso, tô cheio de bugiganga daí da réplica do navio. Ah, ali na frente tá meu primeiro gamigo. Vem, gamigo. Preciso da tua ajuda pra gente pegar os bichos ali atrás. Eu vou pegar essas conchas tudo que eu não tenho nada pra vender. Elas valem por um dinheiro. Tudo a mesma coisa, né? Ah, são umas variações. A pedra afiada. Concha, concha. Aquilo ali vale mais? Não. 2. Tá.
You spot a strange lizard gazing over the water with a steady, malcontent stare. His skin is of a bright, blood-red color. Yes, you recognize him from the ship. It would seem you're not the only one who survived the tentacles of the deep.
Não, acertou não.
The lizard turns about with the graceful ease of a dancer, or a duelist. You lock eyes with his, two smouldering embers that sizzle your
I did survive, yes. And chances are I wouldn't have, had you not returned to the aid of your fellow passengers down in that dreadful hold.
De nada.
You have my gratitude.
Hand over heart, he salutes you with a bob of the head. More than a nod, though less than a bow.
Yes, I'm sure you've all the makings of a hero and all that, but let's not get carried away. Nevertheless, one good turn does deserve another, so as far as the whole slave business is concerned, let's just forget about it.
Perfeito.
You may as well.
Não preciso ser escravo então, coisa linda. Olha aí, mano, que coisa linda, não tô perdendo quadros, tem nada.
Now then, if there's nothing further. If you really must know, I haven't quite decided yet. I've a frightful amount of things on my mind, hence my standing.
He sighs.
Tell me, what do you see when you cast your glance over this ocean? Touché.
He looks out over the water once more, and so do you. A few tranquil...
As for myself, when I consider this vast expanse before us, I see an empire. I see continents dotted with mighty cities. And shimmering along the soft curve of the sea's horizon, I picture the palaces that formed my paradise. Lost. Of course, it's rather specific. Quite obviously, I'm musing over the very actual empire that I lost.
Suddenly, having all the air of being deeply offended, he stares at you with utter incredulity.
Well, don't just stand there gawking like an ape at an abacus. Or do you really mean to tell me you don't know who I am? Well, more's the damn pity, isn't it? For I am the Red Prince, the All-Conqueror, the World-Tamer, the Spouse of the Sun.
Tá aparecendo muito.
Of course you know me.
There's a brief moment's pause, during which his grandiloquent pose deflates ever so slightly.
That said, I suppose I must own up to the fact that I find myself rather in between all-conquering and world-taming opportunities. The grandeur that is my fate has hit a bit of a snag. But never you worry. For the throne I was destined, and my throne I shall have. This and that. Tag along. Do you really mean to compare the fate of an empire to whatever foibles you seek to fix? On the other hand, I really could do with a dog's body. And you've already proven to be trustworthy enough. You came back for the others on that ship after all. Fine, I accept. On one condition. For reasons I'll not disclose right now, it is imperative that I should meet with a dreamer, one of the mystics of my kind. I've reason to believe one of them may be present on this island. promise me we'll look for him, and I'll extend you the blessing of my company. You do tend to beat around the bush, don't you? Oh well, that wishy-washy answer will have to do with it.
Wishy-washy. Vou levar em conta teu pedido, meu filho. Pode deixar. Ai, que místico será esse sonhador? Bom, vamos.
So, now that that's settled, first things first. Even if you are as versed in the art of eloquence as I am, that our swords will be doing a lot of the talking from here on out goes... As a born fighter, I prefer the perfection of the blade myself. But I'm well acquainted with the secrets of magic, and yes, even subterfuge. What say you?
Computador. Não sei se você interessa por pessoas fortes. Você interessa por agilidade. Artes arcanas. Tá. Deixa eu pensar. Ifan Ben Mestre. Vou ficar sem mago nessa coisa. Agilidade não. Destreza, foda-se. Acho que vou pegar ele na magia, mano. Se bem que eu vou ter magia. Acabando, querendo ou não, com o negócio eu vou ter magia.
Very well. Onwards then to victory or death.
The Red Prince nods and gives you a smile that wavers ever so delicately between courtesy and contempt.
Now, as you're aware, you'll be traveling with a prince. Proper forms of address include your... As your luck would have it, I seem to be fresh. Of course, there are other forms of protocol to bear in mind, but I'll see to it you'll pick up the rest as we go.
1700 XP significa que eu passei de nível. Faca no pau. Graveto, qualquer adaga, corda. Uma coisa. Ah, tudo que ele tem vai pra mim também, perfeito.
Yes. Is it an audience you desire? There isn't much to say, but for the fact that I simply must. It's the portent of it all. I can feel it. The revelation will be world-changing. I just know it. How you lack in vision. By the time I'm done, I will have real castles in the sky. As certain as the sun, such is my conviction. I will be, then grow beyond being. There was a small incident which prompted my many rivals to move against me. Technically, they had such a nuisance, the law. Quite necessary to keep the common in line, of course, but one such as myself it should exempt as a matter of course. Notice that, did you? For future reference, if I don't answer a question, it's because I don't want to.
Porrada nessa conversa aqui.
I hardly know you as yet. Let's leave some mystery in the relationship, shall we? We can exchange criminal records later.
Tá, esse aqui seria fake.
I intend to rule an empire one day, not a tiny outcropping in the sea. To that end, I suggest we focus on the obvious. A fair... Of course, I'd much appreciate it if we managed to find a dreamer first.
Perfeito. Vem embora. Tchau. Diário. Príncipe vermelho. Encontrar um semelhante sonhador. Taciturno. Exilado do antigo império. Lagarto sonhador. Vamos viajar juntos. Perfeito. Caraca, até resiste de combate aqui. Pegou uma concha. Ah, isso aqui é interessante, não tinha visto. Isso aqui vai ser interessante na campanha completa. Muito bom. Muito bom. Agora podemos voltar a lutear os bichinhos. Uma caixa que eu não vi aqui. Saiu demais. Ah, porque que eu tava só olhando pro Sir Lora. O que eu fiz? Peguei tudo? Eu peguei tudo. Inventário. Vamos ver. Destreza, 10% de vitalidade. Cebola. Não, muito bem. O que é isso aqui? Criação de objetos. Mais a faca. Agora tem uma espada. Perfeito. O que eu tenho de equipamento? Uma coisa. Meu Deus, não dá. Nada de coisa. Nada de armadura. Ah, não ganhei XP, que bosta. Acho que já ganho. Tá. Então eu tô com nível 1, 1700 XP, falta 300. Mesma coisa? É, mesma coisa. Ponto de atributo 2. Nobre intelectual homem lagarto. O meu mano bufão militar homem. Força já tem aqui, constituição já tem também. Ele é bem tanquezão, mano. Arte da guerra e geomancia, já tem geomancia. Inútil. A gente tem persuasão. Negociação. Negociação, persuasão. Viu? Também tem negociação e persuasão. Teste de oportunidade. Resistências. Informação. Tá, então aqui Acessar essa informação tá certa. Indo com o meu personagem na frente e girando. Aqui a hint dos itens não tá aparecendo. Enfim. Gravar. Graves. Vamos começar atacando essa desgraça. Peão. Já comecei metendo a porrada. Agora tá fora do meu range. Ah, tá padrão. Danado. Dá daqui, ó. Pá. Encorajado faz o que mesmo? Mão de força, destreza, inteligência e constituição. Coisa linda. Vamos agora então de gravar, não dá. Aqui, ó. Nossa, que delícia. Vazio, lento. 5 de terra, 5 de terra. Perfeito. Ainda me sobrou. Aqui que eu vou guardar para o próximo turno. Por 50% do dano causado à vitalidade. Eita, nós. É, sozinho não tinha como. Que consumo aqui. Bata surrada. Caramba, espera aí. Eu tenho 8 e 6. Meu escudo tá dando tudo que eu tenho. É. Fortificar. Chama do dragão. Batalha bate sua mancha levando inimigos na sua frente, causando 4 a 5 de dano. Superfícies não amaldiçoadas. Derrubado, papá, coisa linda. Guardar isso aqui tudo. Ih, pegou lento. Deixamos então aqui. Cravar. Ah, obrigado. Acabou. Brabo demais. Por que eu não posso andar? Agora sim.
I'm ready.
Deve ser 17.
Prince.
Flechas incendiárias. De flecha foi bastante. Ataques com armas técnicas. Legal.
Worms take you.
Bem interessante, dinâmica.
stare at the slain beasts and comment that they must have been the cause of the shipwreck.
They didn't put up much of a fight. Dry land mustn't suit them.
Exatamente. Gosto.
Drowned and eaten by a void woken. I wonder in which order.
Nada também. Deixa eu... Ah, teste aqui. E aqui, batalha. Realmente limpa tudo. Quer dizer, porque eu tenho um olhinho nessas duas. Agora tira tudo óleo, show de bola. Eu posso. Show de bola demais. Muito bom. Muito bom date. Largar objeto, lançar objeto. Não, peraí. Objeto. Coisa linda. Aqui, graveto curto. Perfeito, perfeito. Aqui. Negociação, persuasão. Deixa eu só responder aqui. Tá dizendo que eu ganhei 200 XP nessa bosta. X300. Fuck me. Dá concha. Quero dinheiro. Esse aqui é mais rápido. Muito mais rápido. Anda pra cá. Anda pra cá. Agora é só esperar. Esqueci como faz isso. Cancela o negócio. Informação não deu muito certo, né?
deplorable surrounding for an agreeable conversation, but go ahead. As am I. A prince should die of old age or on the back. That said, I've the distinct feeling I wasn't meant to die today. For despite your heroics, I was still cast into the water. But there was something in the water.
Ah, sim.
A voice made of air that soothed my flooding lungs.
Nossos deuses.
There was sudden light, warmth, life. Truly, how intriguing. To hear a voice whilst drowning is a rather specific delusion to share. Still, I wonder if...
He hesitates.
Are you a religious person? A pity. Religious persons tend to be all too self-important in their supposed humility.
Eita, nós.
As for myself, I perform the ancient rites of prayer and ceremony with a kind of... After all, when one is revered by many as a living god oneself, public deprecation would...
Não tem que separar direto, beleza. Cadê a atitude? Atitude menos 2, eita porra. A gente não tá se dando muito bem. Aqui é... Eu não quero dar trigger na história ainda, jogo, obrigado. Tava aqui.
A black cat. Hello, kitty.
Oi, tudo bem? Hello,
It
Kitty.
seems we are not the only ones taking on strays.
Ele tem 64 de
No
vida.
need to be jealous, Quercus. Fur maketh not the cat.
The cat's eyes are clouded and grey, but it stares at you with acute intensity.
What? How did I get... Hey, stop following me. Me? I know who I am. At least I think I do. Sometimes it feels like...
Isso eu.
No, I know who I am. Who are you? You're not alone. Lots of fighting here. Fighting each other, fighting their demons, fighting...
The cat shakes its head, as if trying to wake up from a deep sleep.
Huh? Yeah, fine. I'm fine.
The cat opens his mouth as if to speak, but his eyes lose focus, and with a jerk he turns away from you.
Tá bom então.
The cat's eyes are clouded.
What?
Tá, drogas. Bom. Eu acho que ele continua a história, então depois eu vou voltar e vou subir. Eita, ela veio pra cá.
Hey, mister. It's a lot nicer here than that stinking boat, huh? I'm sure glad you went back to save the others. Saw one of them wringing out their tunic at the shore a few hours ago. Say hi for me.
Tá bom então, tchau, tchau.
The cat's eyes are clouded and grey.
Never want to set foot on a stuffy old boat ever again. Never.
Tá bom então.
I never never want to set foot on a stuffy old boat ever again. Never.
Tem que ter o trigger. Pega isso aí também. Sei lá. Meu Deus, já tem 50 pessoas me seguindo. Irmão Biré. Aqui eu vou começar quest, que eu não estou afim ainda. Vamos voltar um pouquinho. Falar com a menina, não, já falei.
Ooh, that's a pretty one.
Aqui já vai começar a carregar a galera. Ó, Dallas. Dallas.
Your Godwoken has asked you a question. Answer him.
Não pra ver qual é o nível dela, por isso. Vou voltar pra cá. Aqui. Não, aqui. Curativos. 10% da vitalidade. Beleza. Inalcançável. Ó, ó. Negócio maluco. Minhas. E eu não sei de nada. Minhas ações, usar, alcançável, bugou incrivelmente, bugs e bugs.
Here lies a nameless inmate. May he find the peace denied him in life in the Hall of Echoes.
Tá bom então. Eita, que é isso? Uma pedra. Porra. Alcova escondida.
I wonder where this leads.
Ah, aqui tá o Fane. Tá, vamos falar com ele. Foda-se. Flash de nocaute. Perneiras. Que par. Ok, show de bola. Uma coisa, equipamento. Perneiras 2.
Our shield speaks, Quercus. Prick, dear me. Why, yes. Speak, shield. What are your queries? A giant body, but no... Surely, even the tall folk know that Rivellon was bare before the great acorn fell from above and seeded the Earwood, beautiful and perfect until the giant races. They carved the Earwood up and the forests. But someday, the great acorn will fall again. The forests will be reborn, and the giant races will be wiped. Oh, Quercus, it once answered. What tree did the great acorn fall from? Where did that tree come from, if not a greater acorn? Could you build a nest great enough to store the great acorn for the winter? Some questions have no answers, Quercus. The great acorn will come. It will... What do you say, Quercus? We once believed it was good, but... No, quite right. As terrible as... Rather, we must find a way to live together in peace. Giant and squirrel.
Solora stopped short. Then
Squirrels change, don't they, Quercus? Priorities change. If we do not adapt, we...
Tá bom, então.
Quite right. Do seek.
Não, o Fênix tá aqui embaixo. Meu Deus, saiu demais. Ó, Fênix.
as the alcove opens up, you see the same skeleton that you met on the boat before it sank. He's leaning over a corpse, prodding and pulling at the skin of its face.
Bugger. How on earth am I supposed to... Oh. Perhaps...
Skeletal fingers reach down and grip the skin of the dead man's face, pulling sharply upwards. After a few more tugs at the man's cheeks, the skeleton relents, letting the head drop to the ground with a damp thud.
Damnation. That stuck fast. I wonder, does the beard act as some form of anchor? Ah! No! Stay back! Don't... Oh. It's you. I must admit I'm surprised. Perhaps you're more buoyant than I suspected. It seems the human that stole my mask was rather more resourceful than I gave her credit for. I chased her here, but she rather seems to have given me the slip. Thus...
He turns back to the body, prodding at its face cautiously.
Why, its face, of course. What other use would I have? A face that seems rather stubbornly attached to... I would normally employ a tool to delicately but viciously rip the face from the body. I could then craft a mask to hide my bone. But as I lack such a tool...
The skeleton grabs the corpse by the cheeks and pulls hard, grunting in frustration as the body's skin holds firm.
Carved? Please. You hardly think I am one of your breed, do you? You have never seen anything like it because you have... Simply put, I am an eternal. Indeed, no one seems to have the good taste to be. My people are rather absent, at least from this realm. As for the others, well, there is an excavation site at the Black Pit's oil fields. Perhaps there I'll find my answers. A cult? Hardly. I could ask you to imagine an Eternal as a creature of incredible We studied the mysteries of the universe. We create, but I will find them. Wherever they are, I will find them. We will have our world again. Ah, well, that is the curious thing. They are... Every one of your races resembles them in some manner. Perhaps my people have ascended to some new realm. Regardless, they are not here. But I will find them. Well, that hardly seems relevant. But if you must know, I was inconvenienced. Several centuries, in fact. Or perhaps I was sealed in a tomb for daring to be curious about the world. It seems our king did not agree that the universe should be explored to its full potential. Perhaps I should thank him. It seems I was spared whatever happened to the others. I wonder if flowers would be appropriate.
Ele estava isolado numa tumba.
I suppose, circumstances being what they are, you seem more at ease in this world than I. A guide would serve. Excellent. While we are conversing, perhaps you notice that I am rather skilled in, well, all things. Of course, the arcane arts are my little speciality, but being a brilliant wizard does not mean I cannot handle blade or bow. So, which do you require for this enterprise of yours? I could do that with one hand behind my spine. Now, shall we get on? There is rather a lot to see. Splendid. Very well. Let's be off.
7 novas receitas. Oh. Cabeça de brinquedo. Garrafa de veneno. Máscara rosto anão, orbe de essência. Máscara humana, máscara do metamorfo. Ah, eu posso construir a máscara do metamorfo inteira. Se eu tiver ali a... Nossa, ah, fica. Olha aí, mais um. Funciona isso aqui. Personagem. Morto vivo encoberto devido à roupa que você usa. Sua natureza está escondida dos vivos. Tá, então. Escondido. Inteligência 12, constituição. Veneno e curo. Geomancia, meu Deus, todo mundo geomancia. Geomancia pirocinese. Não, conhecimento. Perfeito. Tem que pegar 2 metros. Pergaminho vem pra cá. Morto vivo. Tipo, se espera com veneno. Mano, morto vivo, homem intelectual. Místico. Isso aqui é bom, isso aqui é bom. Todo mundo, esse negócio é bom. Isso pode ser dado falando de nossas escolhas. Perfeito, perfeito. Não, quero separar e enviar para o destino. Perfeito. hábitos de acasalamento. Aqui depois. Aqui é? Heavy ganha 300, Principal ganha 300, Rain ganha 300. Coisa linda. Poderoso. Ah, eu posso fazer crafting. Vamos pegar isso. E o negócio é infinito praticamente. Perfeito. 10% da arma. Seja 7. %. Não sei se eu ponho 2 mãos, 1 mão. Perfeito. Pergaminho de brilho ofuscante. Você está recebendo 89 dano de ar. Personagem. Inteligência. Duas armas. Perfeito. Pra cá, quero pegar o negócio. Inventário. Largar. Modo de combate. E tem que atacar com... Tem que atacar. Fala de criança.
You hear a small whimpering sound from behind a basket. You peer behind it and find a small human child holding her knees and trembling. The child quiets and seems comforted by your presence. She looks up at you with curious eyes. She nods.
Ah, meu Deus do céu, aí vem.
Why?
A wide smile
Meu
cracks across her
amigo do
tear-streaked
céu.
face, exposing a big gap where her two front teeth should be.
Because witches do spells. You're funny.
Meu Deus do céu, essa
You can have
desgraçada.
this. I found it outside, but I can't read it yet.
Não tem
That's
problema.
next year, and then I'll learn it.
The child wipes her eyes and, grinning, plunks herself down on the earthen ground. She starts tracing shapes,
Olha, o
hearts,
jogo da Luna, o
stars
jogo
and
do
diamonds into the dirt.
honeycomb, esqueci a palavra em português. Aí tem que fazer cortar ali ao redor da figura que ela tá desenhando. Roubar o cesto. Tira, vale 0. Fala com a mãe dela.
La 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 la.
É, na verdade, lagarto é persuasão, né? Não, isso é persuasão. Lagarto é vender dinheiros. Vender.
Go! Get out! You are not welcome here! Go,
Homem
man
porco.
pig! This is my mistake. You are no pig.
Tem isso
I
de
am
porco,
no
de
bull.
touro, isso aí é coisa de signo.
Please, just leave us. You hear me, human?
Tá bom então.
La 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 la.
Aqui que vai dar uma treta colossal. E ali também dá. Deixa eu ver até onde eu posso ir. Sem dar merda. Ah, uma última coisa. Tem que enviar isso aqui. Por que? Ah, tá, porque ele não.
The cat's eyes are cloud. Its eyes clear.
Ô, trabalho do caralho. Objeto furtado. Fogueira.
Where is she? You go with us. Who are you? Are you from the shelter? She says nothing of another. Fire, alas! She is so late!
Meu Deus do céu.
A magister offers to help us flee. Atusa. She says there are many magisters who do not agree with the bishop. She says they bring us to safety.
Ah, bom.
But Atusa is overdue. She promises to come at noon. We're afraid to stay, afraid to leave. She says there is a shelter in the marshes outside the fort. She says she brings us there first. She knows a safe path. We wait for a boat, and then we go. Wherever we make a new home. Atusa is different. She does not believe in this place, in their bishop. She will come, and she will take us away from here.
Legal. Caralho, meu, tô vendo muito cara as coisas.
If she is not here before the setting sun, I fear Magister Atusa forgets us. Nothing at all is certain. This is a new time. Put your faith no. If she is not here before the setting sun, and I. If she is not here before the setting sun, I fear Magister. Go! Get out! You are not welcome here! Go, man-pig!
She eyes you suspiciously.
Please.
Engraçado, o único que ela fala é o dragão.
If she is not here before the setting sun, I've nothing at.
Tá, informações. Diário. Aqui. Agora vai. Tartaruga. 7. Armadura mágica. 42 de física. 57 de física, 42 de mágica. Eu acho coisa de boa.
Can you feel it? Can you feel the darkness approaching? It is as if I'm being chilled from the inside out. I have become ice, frozen by an unimaginably black shadow. It threatens to consume me. It threatens to consume all.
Tá uma merda. Eita, eu não vi esse bicho aqui. Ah, peraí. 364. É, 64 é bastante, né? Puta merda. Seguir por aqui um pouco. Eita, nós, que isso? É uma árvore vermelha. Um monte de areia.
I don't have the right tool for digging.
One must put in due effort if one is to reap the proper reward.
Olha! Uma armadura de couro. Quer destreza. Então é pro meu personagem. Então. Personagem, inventário. Aqui. Tu vai ser negociador. Tô passando por trás do mapa.
beasts from God's know where, eh?
Not really. Violent, sure, but we can deal with them.
You say that.
Que lugar é aquele ali? Tortuguitas.
Lucian licked him, and it killed him.
Engraçado.
La 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 la.
Enfim, dei a volta e cheguei no mesmo lugar.
We already know the truth, Magister.
Não, isso aqui
Now
vai dar pra saber.
speak.
Tá, então aqui do lado de fora ficou
Your
só
Godwoken has asked you a question.
uma coisinha
Answer
pra
him.
resolver.
We already know the truth.
Ok, aqui não
We
sobe.
already know the truth,
Aqui
Magister.
tá rolando a treta, aqui sobe. Aí dá pra subir. Aqui não. Inteligência para 10, vitalidade. Feito. Panela. Ah, tá esquecendo. Legal. Caixa. Mais um cura 10%. Matei o gato, cadê o gato? Sei lá. Acho que esse vinho aí era só pra avisar quem pegou lá em cima. Nossa, aqui é o bagulho do 8.
We already know the truth, Magister. Now speak.
I am a proud loyal. Come on, old man. I can't wait all day.
It's time to accept reality. Need I repeat myself?
I know nothing of any of this.
Vamos ver.
We already know the truth, Magister. Now speak.
I am a proud loyal to the Order. I would not dream of subverting our cause.
Atusa, please.
Your Godwoken has asked you a question. Answer him.
Need I repeat myself?
I told him at noon exactly. Didn't I?
We already know the truth, Magister. Now speak.
I am a proud loyal to the Order. I would not dream of subverting our cause.
Atusa, please.
Your Godwoken has asked you a question. Answer him.
Need I repeat myself?
I know nothing of any Verdus.
We already know the truth, Magister. Now speak.
She ain't coming back.
I am a proud loyal to the Order.
Stay back, sorcerer, and stay silent. Our Godwoken speaks.
We know you've been helping sorcerers escape, Atusa. We have proof.
I'd sooner cut my tongue out than lie to you, Alexander. I know nothing of any escapees.
Ih, uma mulher me disse o contrário.
If you can tell the Godwoken no more, your tongue is of no use. Cut it out.
This can't be serious, Alexander. Come.
You should know by now to obey your superior, Magister, whatever she may ask.
Presume que a traição foi grande, ou que o regime é ditado pelo pior dos tiranos.
Stay silent, you!
Atusa pinches the tip of her tongue with 2 fingers and brings her dagger to its root. Her eyes squeeze shut. Drops of blood form against the dagger's edge and quickly fall to the ground. She groans.
Stop! My father, may his soul rest in peace, would be disappointed in you, Atusa. To think you would lie to his only son, your bishop, and your friend these many years. The fate of our realm hangs in the balance. If you will not help us save it, then you will help the void destroy it. Dallas?
Yes, Your Holiness.
I believe we're done here.
What a waste.
Listen.
I told him.
Come, we'll be needed elsewhere.
Tá bom então. Que susto.
The lizard magister, or what's left of her, lies in a puddle of gore.
She was a lizard, yet a magister. No matter her reasons, her penalty was fair.
O gato tá brincando em cima do poço de sangue.
These creatures are so prone to violence. Naturally, the weaker specimens suffer.
Tá aprendendo como é que tá no mundo aqui nos humanos, né, meu filho? Ah, caralho, é daqui que veio a minha poção de 290 de vida, então. Sim. Sim. Elfos.
I'm not mad, darling. I'm not mad. Sweetheart?
Pipe down, Flora. It's time to accept reality.
Saw 'em, didn't you? The Hammer and Alexander. They gave that scaly traitor what for, they did. Proud to serve for the good of humankind. Without us, Riverland's off to the void in a handbasket, in the crook of a Voidwoken's claw. Bishop's the son of the dead divine. Don't know when we'll get a new one, but Alexander's looking after us in the meantime. And the Hammer's a solid sort. Don't take no guff and don't stand for no idling. Earned that name for a reason, she did. During the time of Lucian, of course. Who wouldn't join up with God himself? He was all when we lost him. Well, it only made sense to see his will through. Can't for certain, but I reckon when God himself gives his life to protect you, so that's what we do. Lucian gave his life to protect Riverland. If we let the Voidwoken get to it now, well, we'd have lost him for nothing. Fort Joy ain't no summer camp. No one said it were, but it's the best we've got to... When you give up the darkness that's inside you, take your fault, it's them. They're working on a cure for you even now. Got some good leads, so I hear.
A cura é virar o Silent.
Did you see him? You did, right? Those claws. Wonder what's behind the masks, too. Can't be pretty.
Ah, sim.
That, Magister, that was Bishop Alexander, leader of the Divine Order, and his right hand, Dallas. How do you not know this? If you doubt Alexander, Pipsqueak, you haven't seen him or the Hammer in combat. They squash sorcerers like the bugs they are. Now why don't you move along and settle in? A Magister will come and find you when they're ready for you. Could be a while, though. We're up to our hoods in sinners these days. Move along, eh? Move along, eh?
My, the giant takes notice of it. Ask away, Shield. A giant should beautiful, but some. Oh, Quercus! What? Some. The great acorn will come. It will
Yes. Is it an audience you desire?
What is it now? Me and my lads are all that stand between us and... Bishop's the son of the dead divine. And the Hammer's a solid sort.
Is it not enough that you travel with me? Go on then, bark away. Let's see if we can find any method in it. Oh, I think of them as little as possible. As much, I imagine, as you think of gadflies that buzz about you. Not that there is anything wrong with you, of course, just that you're, well, not all that impressive. As impeccably mundane as I have come to expect from this work. Regardless, further study...
The skeleton pulls a notebook from his robes and starts scribbling. After a moment, he pauses and looks back to you.
Sorry, do carry on. Just act as you do in your natural environment. Simply pretend I'm not here. Ah, this is perhaps the first intelligent question you have asked. After all, one should always try to learn from one's betters. My people are a race far beyond anything that exists in the world today. We seek to master the secrets of the universe. We craft wonders to last through the ages, long after your crude tools have rusted to nothing. I do not know. There are rumors that some have been found at the Black Pits, an oil field on Reaper's Coast. I was trying to uncover the truth when I was waylaid by these magisters. But wherever the artifacts of my people are, I will find them. We have not simply vanished into thin air. There is a great variety among our people. Some are tall and lithe, others short and muscled. Some come in a variety. This is what makes you such an abomination. You almost look exactly like every other human out there. Just as walking through this world is as repulsively bland as staring at a wall for a century. After a while, no offense, of course. No, not yet. Not until I know. And after all, I am still here, despite the Voidwoken's best efforts. The Mask of the Shapeshifter? In my time, it was nothing more than a novelty. I crafted one for my child once. She spent the day trying to convince me that she was her mother. Of course, now that toy could be the difference. With that mask, I can shapeshift and walk through this world looking like any other simple mortal. I could look like a lizard, a dwarf. It certainly makes traveling through towns easier. Oh, it's quite simple. One just acquires a face, a source orb, and combines the two to make a face mask. Combining several of these single face masks along with a source orb will produce a mask of the shapeshifter. Frankly, I'm amazed everyone isn't doing it. Trust you bloody-minded beasts to turn a child's trinket into a wicked purpose. People like you are the reason it must be recovered. I am using the mask to keep myself safe from the violence of this world. Who knows what evil it could do in the hands of some mortal witch. Oh, of course there are. How many hundreds of thousands of you people have died over? Almost all of them seem to have been disposed of while still wearing. It's a terrific waste. Still, without the proper tool to remove the face from a corpse, I cannot take advantage of the many cadavers you're providing. So if you happen across anything that seems capable of ripping a face off a body, please do let me know. Fear? Please. Why would I fear? It's a practical choice. Moving through this world is so much easier when you don't have to lecture some torch-wielding lunatics on the dangers of an open flame. Ignorant! I dare say I have a better knowledge of this world than any creature living in it. Oh, I may be missing some social mores or be unaware of what king waged which war, but why nitpick? Your history is an interminably dull list of mortals that were born, achieved nothing of worth, and then died. Certainly one may have expanded his kingdom, or another invented some way of pickling fish, but what does it matter? Where will your kingdoms be in 100 years? They will all be dust, along with each and every one of your great heroes. Your people and nations come and go, mayflies screaming their importance at a universe that cannot listen. But the universe is always there. The laws that govern your states change over centuries. Even when my people walk this land, a dropped apple still... I have yet to see the mortal king that can decree all apples must fall up from their trees, or order fire to produce cold instead of heat. No, these laws stretch to infinity. Understanding them lets you understand. That is knowledge worth having. Everything else is arguing over who has built the prettiest sandcastle as the waves creep closer.
Filosófico.
Well, I thought a brief swim in the sea, lying in the sun for a while, or perhaps, and this is just a thought, we could find my mask and escape this wretched island.
Yes, by all means, let us partake in the art of conversation.
Move along, eh?
What is it now? Me and my lads are all that stand between us and...
My, the giant takes notice of its charges. Ask away, Shield.
What is it now? Me and my lads are all that stand between us and the void, you know.
The cat's eyes are clouded and grey, but it stares at you with acute...
She's gone, Farah. Gone.
I told him at noon exactly, didn't I?
Come on then, Lexi. Hurry up.
Did you see them, sir? Bishop Alexander and the Hammer herself, they were so close, almost within arm's reach.
Your grift teaches you to bully others.
A traitor cannot be murdered. A traitor can only receive their due. The Divine Order's all that stands between everything you see and a Void Woken's throat. Any traitor to them, believe it or don't. The Divine Order doesn't need our loyalty. They'll say what you will about the Divine Order. Say what you will about the Bishop and the Hammer.
Just hand over the gold. Pipe down.
I will not.
It's time to accept reality.
Come on then, Lexi. Hurry up.
I find only bread. I want no trouble.
Bread or a brisket, toll's the same.
Bow your head, please. If we chant the endless prayer, the next divine will ascend.
Legal.
Have you cud?
So do I. By the divine, so do I. If Bishop Alexander doesn't rise, I don't know who will protect us from this darkness. Some blame the Voidwoken for Alexander's failure to ascend. If all we sorcerers can be cured, then the bishop shall be free to rise. So chant the endless prayer.
There you go.
Our hope, our salvation, hear our prayer. Rise from among us.
Come on then, Lexi.
Our hope, our salvation.
Hello.
Hey, I know you.
Losa, the dark-eyed jokester you met aboard the ship, waves enthusiastically and dips into a mock elegant curtsy.
Back then I was Madame Josephine Gribbles de Pube. You. Nothing like a nice tentacle slap across the moor to set the tone for the week, eh? How'd you escape?
Disgusting like threats.
Me too. Did you hear something? When you were in the water, I mean. I heard the same thing. Do you know what this means? It means I'm...
Losa's voice catches in her throat. The joy drains from her face. Her eyes lose focus, and her whole body goes rigid. She is stock-still, waxy-skinned, her eyes dark. Greyish-black veins run from her eyes down her cheeks. Her head snaps to you mechanically, and her eyes lock with yours. Dark pupils dilated into light suddenly flashes back into her face.
Anyway, what were we talking about? Ah, yeah. It was a shipwreck, all right. Not much more to say about it, I guess. Papa Joris used to tell me, Losa, he'd say, Losa, you ever find yourself in a sinking ship, follow the rats. They'll find you a way out. Applies to a lot of situations, actually. Vermin tend to know what's what.
Will you quit dragging this on? Plain that on.
Ah, it's nothing really. It's just, I'm just a bit, well, a bit hospitable. Put it like this. You've never been a host, I bet. That's because you're an infested clump of leaves on the side of the road. That ain't bad, though. I'd give just about... But I'm a roadside inn. Red door, flowers out front, friendly lady at the door beckoning you in for half price. Like a goddamn gold star inn for the disembodied.
You keep his name out of your mouth.
Now, isn't that just the question of the hour? I can't be sure just yet. I'll be surprised if it's a demon. Definitely not a sprite either. Maybe a spectre. So, how are you enjoying the joy?
Disgusting like threats.
Great God, will you quit dragging this on? Take that on, Lexi. Just hand over the gold.
Yeah, same story here. Reckon in my case, they might actually be right, though. So, you want to check this place out together? Strength in numbers and all that. Who said anything about otherworldly? Demons and brain ghosts are just as mundane as you or I. Mostly you. So, want to go together?
Vou recusar agora porque o cara tá aqui do lado. E a minha equipe, ela já tá na minha equipe no outro save.
Sure, whatever suits you. Probably better for you in the end anyway. I'm not always myself, and sometimes not myself is a bit, unpredictable. Anyway, see you around.
No problem.
Disgusting like threats.
Great God, will you quit dragging this on? Take that on, Lexi. Just hand over the gold.
The divine himself, Lucian. Shrine's turned into a memorial, it seems.
Come on then, Lexi. Hey up.
Espero que ninguém se importe.
Bread or brisket, goes the same.
Your grift teaches you to bully others.
Is that indigestion, or is it... Oh God, not now.
Isso. Tá louco.
Perhaps if those bleeding
Tá
wolves
muito aí.
need so much. Disgusting, just like all your kind.
The shrine depicts Lucian the Divine, avatar of the 7 gods. A low, resonant vibration hums somewhere deep within you. Your knees buckle. The hum grows louder, the world tilts and fades.
Shrine by the looks of it.
Bread or brisket, goes the same.
Your grift teaches you
Say
to bully
what you will
others.
about the...
Tem que continuar falando com todo mundo. Mas
Come on, old man. I can't wait all day.
Irma? Irma?
Galera aí do lado.
She's gone, Farah. Gone.
Vendedora.
I will not.
Come on then, Legsy. Hey up.
This is not your business, Long Pig.
Don't let this moss muncher talk to you like that. Especially a cheapskate like this one. Griff already knows she don't like to pay her fair share.
Griff.
An intense-looking man steps between the thug and the elf and rolls up his sleeves, revealing well-muscled and heavily scarred arms. You recognize him. It's Ifan, who you met aboard the ship on the way here.
Ifan, igual eu.
Just stand aside, won't you, mate? This is no business.
Lone wolves decide their own business.
The thug freezes in fear for a moment before shuffling back to the protection of his crony.
Pay up, elf. No one shorts Griff. Especially not one of you.
Pierre.
Runs the kitchen. Means he runs me, you, and everyone else in camp.
Is that indigestion, or is it...
Everyone in camp's got to contribute. For food, for protection. protection. No exceptions. Especially not for elves. Griff's orders.
Food? Protection? I have neither.
You two ought to be thanking your lucky gods it's us, and not the Magisters enforcing round here. A fool never knows what they've got till it's well and gone. Now come on, elf. If you make me say it again, there's gonna be trouble.
And neither will I.
We got a system, and it looks like you don't want to fit in.
É 5 contra 2, meu filho.
Oh, I don't feel so good.
(10 a 11 de dano físico, aplica atrofia no personagem alvo.
Glory is mine.
Hum. 3 e 7. Tá com 0. 16.
Is that indigestion or is it... Oh god, not now.
Endengue personagens inimigos à sua volta.
Oh, I don't feel so good. Oh, I don't feel so good.
Stay down, you!
Lá vai.
Stay down, you!
I'm ready.
Quatro. Isso, eles só dão ali nos caras.
Hello? You gonna pray all day, buddy?
Stay down, you!
Que é o flanqueado mesmo. 10% de cada inimigo.
You gonna pray all day, buddy?
Stay down, you!
Follow me, before more of them trouble us.
I've an errand to run around here first. I'll catch up with you there later.
Remember, past the kitchens, down to the beach, inside the caves there. There is a safe place.
Em chamas.
Say what you will about the divine.
Move along, eh?
What is it now?
Vamos ver. Clave de burro. Eita.
Stay down, you! Is that indigestion or is it... Oh God, not now. Oh, I don't feel so good.
Here's the oil.
Hello? You gonna pray all day, buddy?
Dallas, you maniac.
8:10.
Stay down, you!
Bolted on there tight, ain't it?
Is that indigestion or is it... Oh God, not now. Stay down, you!
Bolted on there tight, ain't it?
Oh, I don't feel so good.
Stefan rolls his sleeves back down and casually wipes some blood from his cheek. He nods at you, the shadow of a smile on his lips.
Good work there. Good work. I can tell you've got chops. Say, you were on the ship here with me, weren't you?
He stretches out one rough hand to shake yours. He grips your hand tight as a vice and
Say, you don't look all that busy now that we're safely on dry land. I've just got a small errand to run. And then I'll be looking to get the hell out of here while I've still got a neck to collar. How about we stick together until we get out of this place?
Não sei que vamos ficar com medo quando mencionar os lobos solitários. Quem eles são?
Oh, I don't feel so good.
He shrugs, looking off to the side.
Mercenaries. It's a job. My job. Everyone needs to make a living. I make mine running errands.
The little black cat trailing you hisses at him, hair raising a ridge along its back. Without batting an eyelid, the man rumbles a lupine growl. The cat hides behind your leg, mewling.
That's the truth. For me, for you, for everyone in this place. Why not help each other get out of here? The usual way. Haphazard, terrifying, and drenched in blood. Haven't quite worked out the details yet, but I'll wager it'll be no worse than what'll happen if we stay put. 2 heads are better than 1, and when push comes to shove, 4 fists are better than 2, right?
He grins, sharp teeth glittering in the midday sun.
So, before we hit the road, it's best if we decide battle strategies up front. Should keep more of our blood in.
I don't feel so good.
Survival's my main priority. I'll use every trick in the book to keep us alive. But if a wayfarer's not what you're after, I've got other skills. What do you need?
Is that indigestion or is it... Oh God, not now.
What good's an outlaw who can't command the shadows? I've dabbled enough to know I've an affinity for the darker arts, but I'm a quick learner. What's your preference?
Clérigo, alguém que possa encontrar e apoiar sua equipe.
Oh, I don't feel so good.
Dallas, you maniac.
Can do. Onwards.
He scans the horizon for threats with one green eye, then nods back at you.
Right you are. Lead the way.
Is that indigestion or is it... Oh God, not now.
Dallas, you maniac.
Hello? You gonna pray all day, buddy?
She hasn't changed a bit. Always.
don't feel so good.
Bolted on there tight, ain't it?
Hello? You gonna pray all day, buddy?
Dallas, you maniac. Where's the oil? Who in their right mind would think of a thing like this?
Is that indigestion or is it... Oh gods, not now.
Ok.
Oh, I don't feel so good. Hey there, old buddy, old acquaintance. Want to team up again? Sure. Anyway. Hello. You gonna pray all day, buddy?
The shrine depicts Lucian the Divine, avatar of the 7 gods.
Stay down, you!
It's bolted on there tight, ain't it?
Bateu. Bateu o sono. Nossa senhora. Stop, acho que tá tudo certo aqui. Tá vendo que eu perdi 0,1% de quadros. 60 FPS. Demais. Para continuar os testes.